What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. You are new to Infinite Magicraid, then I'm gonna show you the team you have to use if you want to beat the 7 days challenge in order to obtain Hezonja in 7 days. You have different teams. I'm doing this video because many of you are asking me what heroes can I use to replace Weasley if I don't have Weasley, if I don't have Hailey, can I use that specific unit or not? So here on this document you can find every hero that are gonna be useful in PvE for the campaign. So let's talk about that. First of all, the only damage dealer you need, as always, is Makin. You are gonna need the exclusive 3 in order to be more efficient. If you don't have extra copies of him during your 7 days, you have to spend epic dragon eyes you are gonna acquire during your journey and during the some events. You can get some in mini game events, and I recommend you to spend some gems in mini games. So you are gonna acquire the epic dragon eye. You are gonna acquire a ton of witches, and so you are gonna be able to summon some food and increase the awakening levels of your heroes. Really important. Also to get the copies of heroes you are gonna need. Makin, the only DPS you need, at least if you are free to play. If you are not free to play, if you are spending a lot and you acquire some great direct damage dealers or dot damage dealers, legendary ones, then of course you can use them. But Makin is gonna be definitely the best hero to use. He can basically one-shot the entire enemies in every wave until the last stage of Hell campaign. He is amazing for that. I'm gonna show you the stats and gear you need on the hero and try to give you some tips in order to acquire some food and some stuff on the hero. Then, after your damage dealer, you need a good shielder. And the best shielder you can have is definitely Wim for multiple reasons. The first one, he is gonna provide to your team a consolidation 1. Second reason, he can provide to your team 2 different shields. The first one is going to be using a skill giving to your heroes a 40% max HP shield on your heroes, which is a great shield. And the second shield procs when your heroes fall down below 30% of max HP. It can proc every 3 turns. And this shield is gonna save your ass multiple times during your journey. So you want to use Wim if you have Wim. Otherwise, if you are not lucky enough to get him, it's gonna be a bit more complicated to beat the campaign in 7 days. But it's gonna depend on the legendary heroes you are gonna have also. Because on my previous video, I was showing only epic heroes. That was a personal challenge to show you the kind of synergy you need in your team to beat the campaign in 7 days. But in fact, this is not the most optimal thing you need. You need to use both legendary and epic heroes in your team, especially because you have also some legendary scrolls and epic scrolls to skill up your heroes. You won't have enough epic scroll to skill up an entire epic team, but you will have enough to upgrade the skills of 2 legendary heroes normally or almost, and 3 epic heroes. So this is what you want to use. 3 epic heroes, 2 legendary ones. So if you don't have Wim, you have other solutions, but it's gonna be harder. You have Anton. Anton is gonna give to your team a consolidation 1 if you have the second exclusive on him. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter because you want to use Maya and she is given for free. She's gonna provide a consolidation 1 to your heroes. So if you don't have the exclusives on Anton, it doesn't really matter. Anton is gonna give you a shield, 40% of his max HP. He's gonna heal your heroes, cleanse dots on your heroes. He's gonna increase your turn meta, and he is really nice for that, doing a lot of things. Then you have Liz. Liz is gonna increase, she's gonna heal your heroes, cleanse dots, and also she's gonna put a shield, but you are gonna need the exclusive 3 on her in order to provide the big shield to your heroes. Without that, she's not gonna be that great. Dustin is gonna provide a shield, 40% of his max HP to your heroes, but same comment, he's gonna need the exclusive 3. And the goal of the 7 days, if you are not lucky enough to get exclusives on specific heroes, is gonna be to optimize the exclusives to get more food on your heroes, because in order to increase the exclusive of epic heroes, you need to sacrifice one food. And sacrificing one food, this is not a good deal. I don't know if that word exists, sacrificing. So Dustin can heal also your heroes and can place an attack down 20% on the basic attack and an effect hit down 50% on enemies. It's not gonna help you a lot. Even if you place 50% less effect hit on the boss, on the last boss stage 1210 hell mode, he will still stun your heroes. So it's not a big deal. Maya is a great hero. You need a hero that can apply a block debuff to your team. If you don't have that, you won't beat the campaign. This is the strongest buff you need on your heroes, and in order to provide it, that's great. You don't need to awaken the hero. In fact, you need your Maya to be the lowest hero in your team, and you want to use the ultimate. Yeah, it's a heal, and if your heroes are full life, she's gonna provide the block debuff on them. So you want to use the ultimate of Maya at the beginning of the wave after your other heroes played. So she's gonna protect them from taking debuffs, controls, dots, and this is the way you are gonna survive. If you are on chapter 10, 11 in campaign, they are gonna do some detonation damage on your heroes if you don't have that buff. And so basically enemies are gonna one-shot your entire team. But if you have that buff, then you are safe. Maya is great. Even if she is at Awaken 0, she's gonna heal a lot your heroes and provide some good buffs to your heroes. She is mandatory in your team. And finally, you have the supports. You can use different kind of supports. Legendary ones, epic ones. You can use some supports that are increasing the attack of your heroes, or increasing the defense of your heroes, applying a big consolidation, lowering the speed of enemies. This is going to be great. And then you have other kind of supports who are applying debuffs on enemies to lower their attack, their damage. So Restore can be a good solution, and you don't need exclusives on him. He's gonna increase a lot the attack of your Makin, but I don't know if it is gonna be really efficient if he is Awaken 0. If you have Restore, maybe you want to awaken him in 3rd position. Before talking about all the supports, let's talk about that to the right. First, you need to awaken 5 your Makin. This is the way to go. Makin is gonna survive, he's gonna heal himself, and he's gonna destroy and kill all enemies early game in the campaign. So you don't need other heroes at the beginning. Then you want to awaken 5 your Shielder. The more the awakenings, the more the HP of the hero, and the bigger the shield he's gonna provide. And thanks to the shield, even your heroes that are gonna be Awaken 0 are gonna survive. Really important. And after these two are awakened, then you can go on another hero. But normally, at the end of the 7 days, you're gonna have 2 heroes Awaken 5 normally, and normally the 3rd one is gonna be maybe without awakenings, depending on the luck you had on summons, or maybe Awaken 1 or maybe Awaken 2. But probably you won't acquire more food than that. So if you already have Awaken 5, Makin, and Wim, if you have a Restore, put the exclusives on Restore. It's going to increase his attack, and the more the attack Makin is going to have, and the higher the damage he's going to do. Restore is interesting. He can stun enemies and increase the attack of Makin. Then you have Weasley. Amazing epic hero. She can lower the attack in AoE by 40%. It's gonna help you a lot to beat waves, and she can lower the resistance of enemies by 50%. It's also gonna help you a lot against bosses, so you don't need to put effect hit on your Makin. He's gonna be able to place some bleeds on the boss just because she's gonna lower the resistance of the boss by 50%. This is an amazing combo. Also, she's going to provide a speed down 20% on the boss, speed up 20% on your heroes. Great hero to have. And you don't need exclusives, you don't need Awakened on her. Then you have Freak and Timmy. 2 great heroes, lowering the crit rate of the boss, crit damage of the boss, attack of the boss, And also Timmy is better because he can also lower the speed of the boss by 40%. It's gonna help you a lot. That guy doesn't provide a speed down, but he's gonna protect a lot your heroes, and he applies the attack down in AoE, so it's gonna help you a lot on waves. Better on waves, but Timmy is better than Freak against bosses. Then you have Elik, probably one of the best support in the game. He provides so many buffs to your team. He's gonna provide tenacity up 60%, so you're gonna take 60% less crit damage on your heroes. Defense buff, defense up 60, this is 60% more defense on your heroes. He's gonna provide consolidation 2. Consolidation 2 is gonna lower the damage you are gonna take by 40% instead of 20% with the consolidation 1 given by Maya or Wim or Anton. So he's definitely gonna be a good hero. Also, he's gonna take 3 debuffs per turn from your highest attacker, so he's gonna protect Makin from being stunned by the boss. Great, that's really nice. Then he can also stun on the basic attack, but he's gonna need some effect hit and a lot, but it can help against waves. Then you have Focus. He gives an immortal to your entire team, so basically it can save your ass many times. Also, he can provide an attack down 20% that can help you to survive against the boss, and also he can give an extra turn and refresh the cooldown of one of your hero. And so if you're using that with Makin, you can deal more damage faster to the boss, so it's a great combo. And then you have Muradin, a recent hero, providing many things to your team. Consolidation 1, tenacity 30%, defense up 60%. He is gonna also freeze enemies in AoE. This is a great hero. Then you have Fornell. Attack down 40% on the basic attack, great against bosses. Speed down 20%, nice against bosses. And this is everything he's gonna provide without awakenings, because he can heal your heroes. Yeah, he can heal, he doesn't need awakenings to do that, and he can also provide a shield. So after these two, if you want to awaken him, he's gonna help you a lot. Then you have Guhana. Guhana, better than Space. She's lowering the direct damage you are gonna take by 12% on the first 2 turns, and then 6% instead after the first 2 turns. She's gonna heal your heroes, increase your turn meta, provide an attack buff 20%. She's gonna cleanse dots on your heroes and apply a severe wound 40% on enemies. It can help. And increase your speed by 20%, by the way. With exclusives, she's gonna be better, of course. Then you have Seth, providing a shield to your heroes, but you don't care because you won't have any awakenings on him. He's gonna provide a tenacity 60% on your heroes, so you're gonna take less crit damage. He is gonna apply Ripple 2 to your heroes, and so they are gonna deal more basic attack damage, and that's great because your Makin is gonna do more basic attack damage, 40% more. That's a great combo using both of them, even if you don't have awakenings on him or exclusives. And he can heal your heroes and provide a shield, so if you want to awaken him in 3rd position, then it's up to you. It's a good idea. Then you have Mamuk. He can lower the attack of the boss by 40% on the basic attack. He can increase your speed by 40% with the first active skill. He can put on himself Immortal and Taunt. Even if he is Awaken 0, Exclusive 0, he's gonna be Immortal. He's gonna taunt enemies. And it's a great thing to have in your team. You want to awaken him in 3rd position if you have him. He's gonna give a bigger shield to your heroes when they lose a lot of HP. And then you have Magdi here. Technically, he can't heal your heroes. He's gonna provide a strong shield to your heroes, but if he is Awaken 0, the shield is gonna be bad. If you have him, awaken him in 3rd position. He is here because he can provide a unique consolidation 2 to your heroes that lasts 3 turns, and that the boss, the ultimate boss, stage 1210, can't remove because it's a unique buff. And finally you have Hailey. Interesting to be awakened in 3rd position because she can provide a shield, but she can also apply Cold 2 on the target, and so he's gonna deal 40% less skill damage. This is an AoE skill, so you can lower even better the damage inflicted by enemies and by bosses. So, conclusion of that. Makin only DPS. Then a shielder. If you have Wind, this is the best one by far. If you don't have him, you can replace him by one of these three heroes instead. Maya, she is given for free at the beginning and you want to keep her in your team. You want her to be the slowest in your team, so she plays after the others and she can provide the consolidation 1 and also the block debuff on your heroes. And so they won't take any control or any dot damage. Mandatory on chapters 10, 11 and 12. Otherwise you are going to be one-shotted by all enemies. And then you can use 2 heroes from that list. They are going to be great to lower the damage of the boss and to increase your damage or your defense. They are great heroes. Awakenings, you need to awaken Makin first to awaken 5, then Wim to awaken 5, and then other heroes, okay? The damage dealer, the shielder, and then other heroes. Always better to awaken first heroes that can provide a shield to your heroes. The more the awakenings, the stronger the shield, and the tankier you're gonna be. Enough talk about that. Let's go on the game. Let's have a look to my heroes. I'm gonna show you the awakenings level, the exclusives I have, and the stats and the gear. So this is Makin, 3 exclusives. I'm using him with a mastery set and a fearless set, and if you have a look in equipment and artifacts, these sets, I was able to craft them because during your 7 days you are going to farm some events, and during these events you are going to get some ingots. You can go on the workshop here and forge some fearless sets here. So you are going to have some crit rate, leech, and mastery bonuses. Great to increase his damage because your Makin is going to need a huge amount of attack and mastery, and this is the only thing he's gonna need. You don't need effect hit on him. If you are trying to beat the campaign, you don't need effect hit. You need to increase his mastery and attack, so he's gonna be able to one-shot enemies on waves. The effect hit, it is more late. You want to put an effect hit on him if you are fighting against a guild boss, for example, because you want to apply bleeds on the target, otherwise you are gonna lack some damage. But for waves in hell mode campaign, you need only attack and mastery on Makin. The more you have, the bigger the damage. So in terms of equipment, I'm gonna push myself. I have 5-star, 4-star, 5-star, 5-star, 5-star everywhere, and 1 piece of 6-star because I was lucky enough to get one. So I'm using a mastery in substats, some extra speed, okay, doesn't really matter, some crit rate, attack, flat attack, so it's not optimal, right? I have no great substats. I need only attack and mastery, I said. Attack here, I have some extra HP. It's interesting if you want to tank, but in fact you have Wim, so you can still tank. Mastery and attack rate. Mastery and speed crit rate, okay, interesting. Here, speed and no attack, so it could be better than that. Mastery, and that's all. And here, a speed one with some, yeah, this is only flat attack. There is only flat attack, so it's clearly not optimal. Then on Wim, you can acquire these sets in campaign when you are acquiring some stars. So it's increasing your speed and HP. This is important. Wim is going to be the first to play in your team, or maybe it's better to have a Wim a bit slower than your Makin, because Makin is going to play 2 times, and if your Wim is slower than him, he's going to provide the shield after Makin played, and so Makin is going to be protected. This is the best way to play them, and I have too much speed on my Wim here on that example. You want to maximize his HP. The more the HP, the bigger the shield he's going to provide to your team, and so you're going to be more tanky. And this is the only stat he needs, HP. Here, HP flat, and flat HP again, with some HP rate. He doesn't need extra speed here. Then, Hayley, if I show you the equipment, she's awakened too, so with the first awakening, she can unlock the first artifact. And this is important because you can get more stats here. and more effect hit, and this is important on Hailey, on Weasley, on every support that can provide debuffs to the targets. 30% effect hit, this is not enough, but still interesting. And this is the only stat she needs, speed and effect hit, okay? On Maya, she doesn't need anything, in fact. Speed and healing effect, the only thing you need. So you are gonna heal more your heroes, and then she needs to be the slowest in your team. As you can see, this is the team I used. Look at that, 1283. She is slowest than my entire team. And then I used the Weasley with some effect hit set, and she has no awakenings, so it could be better. I have some copies of her. I could put some exclusives on her. It could be better. Of course it could be. But use what you have on your account. In terms of emblems, this is what I have on my Machin. Everything to increase the dot damage. And then these are gonna be really interesting, these two mainly. He's gonna have more tenacity, and so he's gonna take 15% less crit damage. This is amazing, especially for early game. And here he's gonna take less damage, 9% on the first turn and 3% less damage on all the other turns of the fight. And less dot damage, more defense, and he's gonna receive more heals. And if one of my hero dies, he's gonna restore his max HP, his own HP. I'm using this aura. You need that aura. It's gonna increase a lot his mastery and so his damage. Then my Wim, I have these emblems on him. So everything to increase his tankiness. He's gonna have more HP and so provide a bigger shield thanks to these two emblems. This is the most important ones. And that one, so he can reduce the cooldowns of his skills. And this one to provide a bigger shield to your heroes. Really important. That one is also great. It can lower the damage you are gonna take when you have a shield on you. In terms of aura, I have no aura on my other heroes. This is my Hailey. I have these emblems on her, so she provides a bigger shield, but she's only awakened 2, so it doesn't really matter. Here, she's gonna be a bit more tanky, because when she has a shield, she's gonna receive less damage. And that's pretty all, in fact. I can't get more emblems on her. And I have that aura, so she has a bit more effect hit. This is a green one, this is affordable. My Maya, I have these emblems on her. Okay, that one, so she's gonna heal more my heroes, and she's gonna be a bit more tanky. In terms of aura, I have none. And my Weasley, she has no emblems because she has no awakening levels. And she has no aura because she is not awakened. So, in order to acquire some stuff fast in the game, you have some quests. The beginner events, you have that. As you can see, yes, I was able to beat the campaign in 7 days. I haven't collected the other. Here, sign in the beginner challenge. You have some extra rewards here. The dungeon bounty, you have some extra rewards here also. And your gear, you are going to acquire a lot here. As you can see, by completing quests here, you can acquire these ingots. And with these ingots, I was able to get the good fearless set on my Machin. You have some skill ups, you have some potions, some stuff. So it's really important to do these quests. Then you have some events such as that one, the voyage type event, on which you can acquire a lot of summons, and so you want to keep your gems to spend them on this kind of events. You're gonna acquire a lot of summons, and the more the summons you have, the more the food, and so the more the awakenings you are gonna have on your heroes. Another good tips in the wishes here, you can start on Friday. Every Friday a new server starts. You need to begin your journey on a fresh new server, so it's going to be easier in PvP, and PvP is important to get some more rewards. You want to summon maybe on this kind of event because you have some extra rewards here and an epic dragon eye if you are lucky enough. But the best event on which you want to summon is definitely gonna be I'm not sure if we have one soon. You have some events on which, on Excellent Wishes, you are gonna have more chance to acquire epic heroes. Epic drop rate events. This one is gonna be the best because you are gonna get so many epic heroes inside. The more you get, the more the food, and the more duplicates of the specific units you need, you are gonna have. Then after that, you need to farm some dungeons. You need to farm as high as you can. That one is going to be the best, the Gwyneth, so you can acquire the mastery and effect hit sets you are going to need on your entire team. And you want also to farm some artifacts for your Makin, for your Whim, and Nejia for the Awakening level 1s you are going to have in your teams. Faction Abyss is important to farm, and you can farm pretty high if you have Makin only. If you have a Haelish, it's gonna help you a bit more. You have the Tower of Mark to do. This is what I have at the moment. You can acquire some extra rewards in here, so it's important to do that. And also, you can get some more stats by doing the Classic Arena. It's not a lot, but it's still helping early game. And the marks, farming the campaign. I have everything on a red mark because I wanted to increase the damage of my Makin first. As you can see, I have just a bit on the others. And finally, let's have a look to the campaign. Once you're done with your team, as you can see with the team I used, I was able to get some 3 stars in some stages, but I got only 1 star on the last one. I'm gonna show you the fight. I'm not sure to win because I'm only bronze 3 now in arena, so I'm gonna have less stats, but you are gonna see the goal of the team. Whim normally should place in 2nd place, so he's gonna protect your Makin because you are gonna see Makin is gonna play 2 times, and so he's gonna lose buffs. As you can see, I'm able to one-shot enemies, right? I'm gonna lower the attack of enemies by 40% and lower their resistance. Okay, it procced, attack down procced only on 2 enemies. So I'm gonna concentrate on these 2 first. I'm applying that. I'm full life with my heroes, but I'm still using the heal because it's gonna provide to me the block debuff. And that's really important. So now I'm gonna kill Carried. And look at that. My heroes only level 100 and she took no damage at all because of the attack down on enemies, Quarter 2 on enemies, Consolidation 1, shields, and block debuff. Amazing team, right? So now I'm gonna kill that carry. I'm gonna use the basic attack, and you don't need to heal your Makin because he has some leech. Only Dario remaining. Speed down. And now I can kill him. 2nd wave. So now I don't have all my cooldowns, but I still have the shield. I'm gonna use that. Consolidation 1. I'm gonna kill 1 Carried. Increase the speed of my heroes. Put an extra shield. It's a small shield, but still interesting. And now I'm gonna kill the next Carried. I lost 1 hero. You can be lucky and don't lose your hero, but it doesn't really matter. If I have still 4 heroes for the boss, it's gonna help me. Basic attack. I'm gonna kill that guy. Only 1 carry remaining, and I'm gonna kill her. 4 heroes remaining for the boss. I shield my heroes. Look at that, I have the shield on all my heroes. I'm gonna be more tanky. And I look at the damage I can do with Makin. That's great, right? So now I'm gonna apply that skill, so I'm gonna have the block debuff on my heroes. I took no damage on my level 100 hero. Okay, let's heal herself. Lower the attack and the resistance of the boss. Okay, attack down, that's great. I'm gonna tank easier. I have the defense down. Let's try to lower the speed of the boss. It worked. 20% less speed. Now I put shield and consolidation on my heroes. Extra damage to the boss. Okay, I lost a Hailey. Let's heal. Look at the heals. She's only level 110. More damage. Okay, I lost a lot of HP. I don't have my skills, so I lost. And normally you can beat that boss. I did it with this team. You need to increase maybe a bit more stats. You need to die and retry. If you can't beat the boss, die and retry. Normally you can beat him with that team. So that was all for the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day and see you soon. Bye bye.